Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Duggan and we're kicking off the week in Minecraft. There's a brand new episode of the Spawn Chunks out. Episode 405 is on Spotify, YouTube, and your favorite podcasting platforms. And we talked about the upcoming release of Chaos Cubed, which is next Tuesday, week from today. Johnny and I talked about the things that we're probably going to try to do with the new features. I'm going to try to incorporate some of the sulfur cubes into the Sci-fi area. I'm going to try to grab some cinnabar and see what I can do with it. I don't know about sulfur. It's not the prettiest block, so I don't know. Johnny also talked about what he's planning in his world, new gold farm plans, all kinds of fun stuff. So if that is something that interests you, along with discussion of the new trailer for Minecraft Dungeons 2, then you should check out the Spawn Chunks, and hopefully you will enjoy it. I'm a little biased, but I think we do a pretty good show. We've been at it for 400 episodes plus, so we've managed to get pretty good at it, I think. Ginger the Lily, hello. 7 stream streak for you. Thanks very much. Blast Jordan, good to see you. Sandy and Dan, of course, are kicking around. I think I saw a couple of other regulars as well. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. We will at some point be returning to Solarpunk. I want to see how far I can get in that. And I don't know if we'll play Shantytown. I mean, that was just the demo. I don't think we get to save our progress in the demo, so I haven't attempted to look at that. There are some other games, though, on the Steam Summer Sale that I'm curious about. Some of them are cozy games. Some of them are building games. We'll have to see. But I'd like to explore and see what's up. Maybe make a short list of things I might want to check out on Steam. So anyway, that's the plan. Let's dive into Minecraft. So we're going to pick up where we left off. I was working on putting up these side panels and adding more lights. I will have to make more observers. I will maybe need to get more honey blocks. The good news is I know where there are more honey blocks. We have some up top. Yeah, this one needs to get done. I think I may also be tearing down this diorite structure, and that also means we're going to get some honey blocks as well as some frog lights back from up there too. I don't like that at all. So it'll be pretty easy to remove and store and then redesign. For now though, I think we need to look at where this one is pretty much ready. It's this one. Yeah, this one's got the animation, but we did not do any of the other tricks and things that I wanted to try. So we were trying to figure out what another material here would be, and we could maybe try stone. Curious what that might look like. I needed to have slabs, so our palette is going to be limited to whatever slabs we can muster. So andesite would be another one. And then deep slate. Stone. Curious about that. I don't know if I need this. I don't think I need the terracotta or the concrete. And what else am I missing here? That should be good. You're playing Solarpunk right now? Nice. Blast, Jordan. Good to see you. We definitely get some cool views out here, I have to say. I wish I could make these a little bit brighter. Some of the screenshots I shared on the Spawn Chunks podcast yesterday, everything felt pretty dark down here. So maybe we need to incorporate some sort of like in-wall lighting or something along here. I don't know. So I like the shape of this one. It's just a little on the simple side as far as color goes. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And this goes out by straight 4. We'll try the 2 different materials and see which one we like better. And then it's just in by 3. Oh. Is that right? It goes up by 5. Okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then all the way to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my. That's weird. Why is it? I'm in creative mode. Weird. Oh, you know what? I probably hit the hotkey when I was flipping to the camera. I was like, why am I not getting the blocks back and why is it taking so long? Weird. It's the whole switch thing here. Sometimes, so if I hit F4 for my camera, sometimes I switch by accident. The bottom slab? Goonie Katie, hello. No, it's the top slab. do kind of wonder if I could leave that open. I think we decided that gray concrete was going to be what we put back there. We do that, I think we have to have the diorite maybe go across the top. I'd be curious to see what that looks like at night. I don't know if I want vents all the way down. I kind of wonder whether I could put some sort of light in here. I feel like we could probably get away with fog lights and glass. I guess we would do orange. Oh, need more orange glass. Guess I had some. And Golden 10 dude, good morning, good morning. These might also look better as honey blocks. Doesn't quite have the same look to it, does it? Oh, that goes in by a block. I wonder... No, I like that better. That was weird. I saw that block falling. It's like, what's going on? Then I realized it was sliding down the honey block. I don't mind it lighting up the vent a little bit. Whereas this side, we've got it completely closed off, so the vent... Oh, it still has the same light. I don't know if it really changes a whole lot. You still get a little bit of illumination happening over here. I'm leaning on the diorite. I'm just trying other materials just to check them off as like probably not. I don't mind the glow down below. It sort of has like a core energy vibe to it. I'm gonna grab some more honey blocks though. Oh, maybe I'm not. Guess we used them all. Haven't been here in a long while. Long didn't expect to see more progress on the medieval village. Wow, this is a beautiful build. Oh, thanks very much. Oh, the medieval village is done. Yeah, we finished that in September. But thanks, Carl. Yeah, this is really fun. Very different from what we've been doing the last few years. Is that too much of the same? I feel like it needs more depth, which I don't have the room for, I don't think. The other thing we could put down here would be end rods, maybe. Oh, I might have the depth. Oh, but then we're gonna have rug lights constantly lighting up back here. Yeah. Limited Limited. Because I could seal this up, right? The orange just doesn't go very well with the stone. SweetSandi gifted a tier 1 sub to Skoralkeen. Thanks very much, Sandy. Skral, connect to your Discord and your Twitch accounts if you want, and you can join the Joel Duggan Discord. It's going to be in your connections tab in your Discord options. Sometimes Twitch takes 30 minutes to connect, but if you do it, then check later. You should be able to jump in. I appreciate that, Santi. Thank you. What was I looking for? Glass. It's cheaper for one rocket to fly over. Not that I have to worry about rockets, but you're on the complete opposite side of this thing. A bit crazy. I don't dislike that. I kind of wonder if we need more subtle lighting or more neutral. Maybe some purple, or maybe something like these end rods and the signs. Like down here. No purple glass, really? Huh. Ah, the sun's coming up. Gotta go faster. I don't know what we could put back here. I guess just for now we'll do yellow. Ideally, I think it would be purple. No, there's something a little bit too forward, so those are distracting. We put white glass on there too, it'll be a little bit more neutral. I like the glow. I don't know if I like the slats, but I like the glow. I think I like the purple better. What do we think, chat? Mikantu, hello. This also feels funny. But then there feels like there's a lack of depth there as well. What if that back? That feels a little bit strange. I think I prefer the vertical line though. Oh, what if? Yeah, what if this be orange? And then I could, oh no. Yeah, that feels weird. Dang it. Dalara resubscribing 20 months. That's amazing. Thanks so much, Dalara. Lurking because I once again decided to sign into my 9 to 5 as opposed to running away to join the circus. Or do content full time. The content full time is a trip, I will say. It's definitely an interesting road. I encourage you to continue to do content part-time, no matter what the state of your 9 to 5. So there's a problem here. We have to cover that up. That's not terrible. I don't like this shelf. It's pretty boring. So maybe we have to cut down the size of that. This sort of feels like some sort of reactor chamber, which I like. I'm curious if this is going to look the same if we change the size of it. No, I feel like it has to be the same height as the opening. Which might mean we have to push the vents higher. Qui-Gon Joe, thanks very much for the Prime sub. Welcome in. And that's a hype train. Very cool. Thank you very much. I don't know, maybe we don't need this part. No, it was more interesting when there's a break. That's true. I like separating that material a little bit. I feel like this should follow the design on the side. Which I guess it did before. Maybe what needs to happen is the vents just need to start a little bit higher. You're welcome. I've enjoyed my lurks the last couple weeks, so that's great. How did you find the stream? Was it a raid coming in from the Spawn Chunks? Mr. Miley, hello. No apologies for being late. Wizards are always arriving when they mean to. Did I do that on the diorite one? I think I did. Like a solid block. Yeah, there's a solid block at the bottom. This just feels really weird and chunky. I'm wondering if we could layer in something there. It's hard because we don't have blocks. Minute left on the hype train. If you want to participate, it's a Prime sub, tier 1 sub, or 100 bits. Donor thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. And my allergies the last week or so have been kicking my butt. Speaking of 100 bits, SweetSandi, thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right, sun is down. We can look at the glow a little bit more distinctly. You know, I think I might actually like the sections. I think that looks cool. Do we like the purple? I don't know. I might want to go back to the orange. this instead. I think it needs to be a different color. Like, I think I like the purple. I think I need to cover that up inside. Curious what this looks like as diorite instead of andesite. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe we can get a kind of a V shape or something happening. Don't have the block space. Thanks very much for the hype train, folks. What a great way to start off the week. Appreciate it. Flav subscribing at tier 1 for months. Very, very cool. Thank you very much, Flav. I think this will only work if it's also the same material that goes up here. Yeah. Now that part I haven't seen in the daytime, but I think that might work. I don't know about the andesite, but I feel like we could probably get away with some sort of material there. And then here would have to be something else. plus the white stripes. God, that's annoying. I wish we didn't have to cover that up. Maybe that's a good spot for some shells. Moira, subscribing at tier 1, 7 months for Moira. That's it. Bye-bye ads. Look, I'm sorry. They changed the way that ads are working on Twitch. I run 3 minutes of ads every hour for pre-roll, but mid-roll ads are now doing their thing. It should only be like a 30-second ad at most. And I'm a pretty slow Minecraft player, so you're not missing too much. The other day when we gave away a Steam key for Solarpunk, though, there was somebody in chat that chimed in and said that they missed it because they were watching an ad. They didn't miss the giveaway. They missed the announcement of like, hey, we're about to do it. And they were like, hey, did I hear that just before the ad? And I was like, yeah, we did. Don't worry, they got their name in, but it was just like inconvenient. I really like this up glow here. All right, I think we go back to diorite on the bottom. It is kind of bland, though. Maybe we can work in some sort of stairs or something. That's not bad. Maybe these are too symmetrical. We need to have them be a little bit offset. That's not crazy. That's also the same sort of look that we have with the quartz inside. I've only got Dalara. I don't even have diorite stairs. I'll go get some quartz. Maybe we can play around with this. Yeah, I think I like the purple lights too. Yeah, maybe we're onto something. Stream time is an hour. Holy crap. If we do that, then we have to frame it a little bit higher. Unless I use andesite. If I did that, I would probably change this to quartz. And that would echo some of the things that we've done inside, which is nice. Feel like the andesite looked a little bit better. And I guess I want it that way. We'll try the other way around too. Let's not leave that around. I think I like that one. Right, I take a break once an hour. It is that time. Let's go over somewhere else. All right. Let's just go over here. Cool. I take a break once an hour, folks. Just gives me a chance to grab another cup of coffee, grab a drink. You can grab a snack, grab a friend. We're always trying to grow the channel, so if you wouldn't mind telling someone about this stream and bring them on in, that would be great. I'll be right back. All right, let's fly over here and take a look and see where we are at. I think the dark is too dark. There's something about the andesite down here that I like. We've not really used andesite in the build outside, though. Also, that's going the wrong way now. It's like all lit up. I don't know what happened there. Are they all doing that? No, this is what it's supposed to look like. That's annoying. That's going to be a pain to change. I don't know about those purple lights. I mean, I like the purple lights. I just don't know about just two of them. I think maybe 3 is better. I like the little details along the edges with that. We would change that to smooth quartz if we decide to keep it. Yeah, I think I like, for this one, I think we're going to try the andesite on the outside. Actually, I guess this whole thing has got to change, doesn't it? How do these go? Right side up. Funny how I designed this place with all the room in the world and still managed to run out of room regularly inside of the walls. When in doubt, when you're building a build like this, just give yourself as much room as you possibly can. Is that right? That's right. Definitely needs something there. We do have walls in andesite. We do have walls in quartz as well. Do we? I think we do. No, we don't have walls in quartz. We've got walls in diorite. Right. Okay. Don't know what else I wanted to try. That does really brighten it up. Wish we had more control over the brightness of lights. Like I wish we had more things that were not 100% brightness blocks. I feel like what I would want here is something subtle. I don't have the room to light up concrete, I don't think. No. That is my fire alarm in my building. I don't remember them scheduling a test. Give me a moment, folks. Sorry about that, folks. False alarm. But I mean, as with any of those things, you want to pay attention to them. But normally when they do a test in the building, it's only like once a year. And my landlord normally sends out an email to say like, hey, on this day, at this time, we're going to be testing the fire alarm between, you know, noon and 4 or whatever. But I did not get any of those emails today. So false is good. I agree, Sandy. I imagine that probably came through on the mic. The mic usually picks up really high pitch noises, so I imagine that probably came through. I don't imagine it was all that loud, but it probably came through. Yeah, I wish there was a way to make that not as bright. It's the only thing. I like what we did here with the subtle lighting. Why is there a shadow in there? Odd. that like that on all of them? No. I've obviously done something different. You will have to see what that is. Oops, wrong kind. Actually, I guess this would be quartz, wouldn't it? I don't mind that. Having the quartz cut off. Reminds me of the stuff we've done inside. I'm gonna see if I can fix this lighting thing. It's gonna be tricky. They're all on right now, and I've got no real way to turn them all off unless I add a signal. The whole thing. Why is that not changing? Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Because of the way that those work, there's no way to really turn them all off. Turn those all off. Hook this back up. Nope. Yeah, just placing the redstone, unfortunately, triggers the observer. Crap, that's annoying. Tinted glass just blocks the light. would make those appear dimmer, but then they wouldn't light up any of the outside. Plus, my tinted glass texture is not great. I don't think I have a custom texture. I don't mind that. It still doesn't feel contained. Maybe I have to do like an extra slab on top of it. Oh, come on. I don't think I knew that you wouldn't take any damage if you flew into honey block sideways. That's interesting. I kind of want to see what this looks like if this was darker. I really wish I could go with a little bit of extra depth there. That just gets rid of those lights. I don't like that look. We do have walls in Deep Slate. I know how to play this game, I swear. I'm not even sure if I have tinted. I do. But yeah, it's got the vanilla texture on it. So it's got the streaky lines and the double thick border. It is purpley though. Not get as much done today as I was hoping. Maybe we should just go to the top floor and rip that top part down. This may not work because of the honey blocks. Right. That's annoying. Yeah, it just kind of makes everything muddy. I mean, it makes them more subtle, but it kind of removes the little color that we get from the frog lights. It really turns them gray. Maybe we do that with andesite. Oh, we don't have polished in. Thank you, Mojang. That's not terrible. It's a cooler design. I just don't think it matches this particular building. We'd have to remember that, though. I like the kind of herringbone pattern there. What I like about the wall is the subtle narrowing of the space and the extra layer of color here. Very seldom do you get to have like a half or less vertical strip of color in Minecraft. I do think that the deep slate is too dark, though. Tough might work. Definitely more in the right color range. I'm done with the rain just being a real problem. That's the wrong thing. This rains too much. And there's nothing you do as a survival player at endgame that you can control it. So the concrete looks better. I just really don't like this thing on an angle. It gives a weird look. I'm trying to remember how I solved that up here. I don't think I really did. I added some glass. Helps that we're working with white. Whoops. That feels like less of a box. And if we do that, we could narrow this down. I might go back to having a solid strip, you know? Do that too. I think I like that better. Oh, left out a bot. Maybe this has to be more subtle. That could work too. No. Right, and then that looks funny. Top. Need something inside here. Hmm. I like the idea of maybe this becoming tough. Like the striped light more than the dotted one. I'm not sure what you mean. Side lights. You mean you like right versus left? Right looks better? Yeah. Yeah, there's too much going on, I think, on the left. I mean, it's important to try and push the limits and see what too much detail is, see what not enough detail is, that kind of thing. This just doesn't feel supported. A weird turn the music has taken. Oops. I don't like that little stair thing. Straight lines. What if this was all stuff? Maybe this is where you put the stairs? Do it all the way around. That's not bad. Maybe not here. Don't like the big panel of light. It seems boring to me. Wonder if there's a different way to get the light over here. What did I do before? is a block away. And I don't have the right color frog lights. I'll just use these ones for now. Got a funny feeling I'm going to want to simplify some of this stuff. Like, that's going to look weird. That kind of thing we might want to straighten out. For example, like, this might want to come straight back from there. Too much crap in my inventory. Stream has reached the end of the second hour. Thanks, Sandy. I gotta go. I'll go a little bit longer just because of the fire alarm, but just give me a second here to detox my inventory. I really hope they give us some sort of solution soon. Endgame players that build a lot are really dealing with a lot of crap in the inventory. And bundles don't help the way that they think they do. They're good in a pinch, but there's not like a long-term solution. Did I not make more purple glass? Messy inventories are old. Yeah, that's fair. Wrong frog lights. So if this was going to be the row of lights, we might want to bring it all the way back in a straight line. Not sure how that would light everything. I'm not going to do the glass just yet because I think it'd be a little bit broken. Frog lights are enough of a pain to remove when you get them wrong. Yeah, that doesn't really work, does it? Maybe I just need to go back to vents. I know it feels like overkill in the vents. Maybe the thing to do is to switch them, is to have the vents on the bottom and then have lights up top. I really don't like dealing with things that are even numbers. Sections that are 4 wide, 6 wide, I always find it challenging. I much prefer 3, 5, and 7. No, the lights are better. I need to bring a bed over to the other side. I mean, it's better than the first one we did, that's for sure. Even if we go back to diorite, I think I like the shape of that better. And I think that this could do with some contrast, so we might still go with columns and deep slate, not deep slate, concrete in there. There's just, this just feels too repetitive to have vents on both. I mean, vertical slabs would solve the problem, right? Like that's what I would do if I had them. Bowie, is it Montreal? Thanks very much. All right, let's at least apply some of the things that we've learned to the all diorite one. The all diorite one is still my favorite so far. walls. Wish we had polished walls. All right, we're gonna get rid of the glass.
Your Fixit employee monitor camera feed is frozen. Please ensure the monitor feed is live at all times.
Thank you very much. That has not happened in a while. That's really not working. That's weird. Like it's completely not responding. That's a real pain. What is that in the corner? That's weird. When in doubt, unplug it. That's it. I still can't figure out how to get this cam link to not do that like every once in a while. Sometimes it'll happen 3 times in a stream. Sometimes it'll be 3 weeks before it happens. So we like the wall effect. I don't know if regular diorite will work the same way that I want it to. Not really. The contrast is good. I like the contrast. What else did I do about the shape? Stairs on the outside and then slabs in that middle section. One of the nice things about going around the building like this is that when I find something I like, I can take it back to like the best one and just like add that one feature. Slabs here. not look quite right. Well, I don't like the tough. We have to come up with some other solution for that. Maybe andesite walls or one of the other lighter walls. We may change that too. That just might need to be andesite or maybe even tough. Yeah, andesite's not bad. It sort of gives it a different functional feel. I wonder if I could just take this and do stairs all the way around. Maybe that needs to go back further. That's not bad. Feels a little flimsy, but we could always add on the bottom of it. No, it looks better chunky when it's on the ground. I wonder if this would look better without a base on it, like have it just go straight into the ground. Especially if we had it go down like deeper. That could be interesting. I think I like that better. We'd have to come up with a better way to do the edge. Yeah, I could lower this and have the lights start lower down. So it would look like it would be coming out of the ground. That would be cool. Don't mind that depth. We could play around with that too. Other ideas happening. Light out of the ground? Yeah, I like that too. All right, this inventory is just hurting me, so we're just gonna go clean slate here. Okay, so, right. So this is the first attempt that we did a couple weeks ago, which, not my favorite. We're toying around with some adjustments here that I like. And if I was able to add that extra layer here, then this becomes 5 wide, which could be useful. I like the addition of the andesite. I don't know about this cross section. It's not terrible, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. And I'm not crazy about vents the whole way up. I do like a little bit the color shift. And if you can imagine the tuff like going all the way up to here, right down the middle, that could be cool too. If we did it, I think I would ditch the stone vents, maybe. I don't know. They're not terrible. This just feels like it has like a separate function compared to the all diorite one. I know the all diorite does look good though. Yep. I do have some more ideas to play with, but they'll have to be next time. Thanks very much for hanging out, folks. Let me see if I can find someone that's streaming. Pix is normally doing Minecraft at this time, and Pix is live. Be a pretty easy raid. We'll send you over that way. I will see you tomorrow, and at some point this week, we're going to return to Solarpunk. So we tried that on Friday. Both the VOD for Solarpunk and Shantytown is up on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. And that's where I post all my VODs. So if you wanted to see this project, we had a number of new people in here today. If you wanted to see some of the older stuff, the progress on this build, you can go to Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. And while you're on YouTube, check out the Spawn Chunks. We have a new episode out, episode 405, talked about Chaos Cubed coming up next week, as well as the new trailer for Dungeons 2, Minecraft Dungeons 2. Looking forward to playing that on stream as well. So hopefully lots of new things coming. I am looking at some of the Steam Summer Sale games, see if we can find a cool, cozy game to mess around with on Fridays. And beyond that, I'll just be back at my regular 9 a.m. stream time. Thanks very much, folks. Bye for now.